we have a breaking input coming in. After Eknath Shinde took oath as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, all the Shiv Sena MLAs paid homage to the image of former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Vasantrao Naik. Now, Vasantrao Naik served as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra from 1963 until 1975. He's also known as someone who remains as the longest serving Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Let's go across to Arunil. Arunil, help us understand the significance.
Well, Vasantrao Naik has been seen as one of the tallest leaders from Western Maharashtra, somebody who has also been seen as a mentor to Sharad Pawar as well. And now here, all the leaders paying their tribute to him. And this another picture also, wherein Devendra Fadnavis is meeting the new CP, Mumbai CP, that is Vivek Pansalkar. That is also very significant. Is it indicating that Devendra Fadnavis, who actually has a liking towards the Home Ministry when he was the CM of Maharashtra, he had kept the Home Ministry with him. The Home Ministry is going to remain with Devendra Fadnavis, because the Mumbai CP going and meeting Devendra Fadnavis at his residence speaks volume clearly. Now, coming to the main question, that what exactly Deepak Kesarkar will reveal in the media conference, when exactly these MLAs from CM Eknath Shinde camp will be arriving in the city of Mumbai, and how this whip that they want the other MLAs from the Uddhav Thackeray camp to follow, how that will work. Everything is extremely interesting, everything is very dramatic, and the nation has been waiting and keeping their eyes closely hooked to this Maharashtra political drama.
Shifting focus back to the images that we are getting, the new picture, the new video which has come to fore of Shiv Sena MLAs paying homage to Vasantrao Naik. Vasantrao Naik is considered the father of Green Revolution in Maharashtra. It is also said that the industrialization of Maharashtra is largely the legacy of his industrial policy. So, Arunil, I believe the message that the Shinde camp is also trying to send out is that apart from Balasaheb Thakray's ideology, they would also follow the path of development.
Well, that is right. In fact, yesterday in the first cabinet meeting that was held, it was CM Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis. They met the cabinet secretaries as well, and in fact, a press release was given by the cabinet secretary, wherein it was mentioned that development has been seen as one of the core agendas, along with Hindutva. Because in their media conference, they spoke about Hindutva also many times. Both the sides have been speaking about it, that they have come together only to save Hindutva, as Hindutva was majorly compromised when Shiv Sena had joined hands with the Congress and the NCP. Now, coming to this picture that we have been showing about the Sena rebel MLAs or the Sena MLAs from the Eknath Shinde camp paying their tribute, it clearly reflects that they want to do development over here and at the same time follow the ideology of late Balasaheb Thackeray. And also Anand Dige's name has been repeatedly mentioned by Eknath Shinde as well as from the rebel camp, that is his MLAs. But Uddhav Thackeray's name is surprisingly missing. In the oath-taking ceremony as well by Eknath Shinde, CM Eknath Shinde, he didn't even mention Uddhav Thackeray once. In fact, these MLAs in Goa, they are also celebrating, hailing late Balasaheb Thackeray or Anand Dige, but not mentioning about Uddhav Thackeray. So is the Thackeray family completely getting sidelined from this real Shiv Sena as they are claiming? That is the big point of question. But on the ground, which side the Shiv Senics will take, that will be very, very interesting and paramount in the long run.
Absolutely. Let's quickly go back to Deepak. In terms of the political developments that are taking place, a whip also has been issued. We are waiting for that press conference by Mr. Deepak Kesarkar. Now, the agenda here is to make sure that all the MLAs in Uddhav camp, although very few are left, the loyalists of Uddhav Thackeray abide by the whip.
Yes, like Arunil was pointing out, it's not over until it's over. So that's where, the role of these MLAs who are stationed in Goa at the moment, who of course now have been away from home for over 10 days, their role, of course, is vital while they have to prove their majority. So what they will say in the press conference will be of great value, because will they take the risk of coming to Mumbai at a time where probably we are looking at the proving of majority happening after the speaker is appointed? That could be either Monday or Tuesday. So that leaves them in Maharashtra, in probably Mumbai itself, in a hotel for several days. Is there going to be a last-ditch attempt that will be made by Uddhav Thackeray if he manages to pull out quite a large number of MLAs at this moment away from the Shinde camp? There is still possibility of more trouble that will come the way of Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis combined. So will they take that risk to leave Goa? Because there is, of course, going to be an issue of two to three things here. One is, for being away for so many days, there is, of course, a built-in frustration that they would want to come back home. In the constituency as well, a lot of work gets affected during the time of these sort of resort politics. So, there is, of course, consistent pressure that's coming from there as well. But even if there is a trump card that Uddhav wants to play at this moment, will these MLAs budge, considering the fact that we saw the kind of celebrations, the jubilation in their faces after Eknath Shinde was, made the chief minister? In case he was made the deputy chief minister, you would even assume that, Uddhav Thackeray could have gone and said, well, there was a Sena chief minister. Now you've compromised and, had a deputy chief minister. But now with another, Sena leader who's been made the chief minister, who's also saying that he is now a part of the original Sena, it's going to be, of course, very, very difficult to sway the minds of the MLAs in Goa. But, are they going to really take the risk to come to Mumbai, either today or tomorrow, or are they going to wait till Monday? Because like, we've been mentioning, in such situations, things can change in a matter of a few hours, like we've seen yesterday. So it's going to be very interesting what they say in this particular press conference, and we will, of course, get that clarity in the next half an hour or so.